Good evening, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. Good evening.
Good evening. Hmm. Okay, so did you go through the lectures of week two? Has anyone gone through the lectures? So, is it clear? The week two is clear to everyone? Is there any doubts? Anyone? If no one is having any other doubts, then we would be solving few questions like the way we did in week one. So I need to know like if you have any doubts, or should we continue with the same thing, like doing some questions? But if I'm doing some like if we are doing any questions, then I need you to speak. Everyone getting my point? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
your week two is not complete. What is not complete? Like which topic? Whose week is not complete? Can you just like tell me which? Acha, other than that, everyone like is okay with week two, right? Nobody is having any doubts in the activity questions or practice assignment. Have you guys started with the questions? Anyone? Can anyone speak?
Ma'am, we will go through a small synopsis and then start with questions.
Okay. Like a quick summary you want?
Yes, ma'am, of course.
What about others? See, if I am teaching something or like if I'm telling you something, I want answers back. Like I want to have one-to-one conversation. Then only I will be able to like, you know, then it will be a good session. Okay, so like I'm not getting any answers or something. Let's do some like 4 or 5 questions. With that, if you are getting any doubts, then I'll be clearing that doubts. Is it fine then?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because the summary session, it will be taken with the qualifier. So qualified students. So at that time, you can join and take the sessions. Okay. Like it will be repeated again from week 1.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. 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 So can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So shall we start with the question then?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go with the first question. Table represent the distribution of 250 football players foot, trained by different footballer academics in Mumbai. So we have been given the academy, which are X, Y, Z, W, V, and we have the number of players X, Y, 60, W, and 90. So this is the distribution of players across football academies. Now we have to calculate what is the combined relative frequency of the academy X, Y, and W. So we have to calculate the combined relative frequency. So I need to know what is the formula of a relative frequency. Anyone?
Frequency by number of frequency.
Frequency by the total number of frequency. Correct?
Frequency.
Okay. Now you have to calculate the value of the combined relative frequency of X, Y, and W. Okay. So you guys have pen and paper?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I need you to solve this question right now and tell me the answer. Okay. And those who are not able to speak, please put it on the chat. Will that be fine to everyone who are not speaking? Are you guys solving? I got only one answer. What about others?
Ma'am, I'm trying to solve.
So, sorry, one at a time, please. Shweta?
I'm trying to solve, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Take your time. Take your time. But please, if you are done, just let me know. Okay.
I'm confused here. I did till x plus y plus w equals to 1100. What to do the next?
Sorry, could you repeat? Can you repeat once again?
I added my frequency by total frequency.
Hmm.
250 equals to x plus y plus 60 plus w plus 90 by 5. and then I got 1250 and then x plus y plus w plus 150. And I calculated. Now I reached x plus y plus w equals to 1100. What to do now?
1100. You are getting the sum of frequencies as of x plus the y plus w as 1100. You are telling me that?
Yes.
Just check your calculation because it can't be 1100 because the total is 250, right? This total is 250. So how can you get 1100? You getting my point? You are telling me x plus y plus w is coming out to be 1100. You are telling me this thing, right?
Yes. What to do next? Yes.
No, but I am saying that this sum should not be 1100. Just look at it. If you're telling me that my x plus y plus w is coming out to be 1100, so how can my total frequency be 250? Just think
Oh,
about it.
sorry.
Yeah?
Let me calculate.
Yeah, just think it. What about others? You're able to solve? If you're not able to solve, I will solve it. It's fine. But just let me know if you're able to do it or not.
Ma'am, my answer is 0.4 relative
Yeah, your
frequency.
answer is correct.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. And Khushi, you also solved it, Khushi?
Yes, ma'am.
You were able to solve it, right?
Yes.
Okay. What about others? If you're not able to do it, just please speak up. Then only I will get to know. Okay.
Combined frequency of XYZ and W is 0.5.
It's not 0.5. Just check it once again. Should I solve it now? Or you need more time?
Yes, please solve it.
Okay. Okay. So here we have been given that my x plus y plus 60 plus w plus 90 is coming out to be 250. Correct? Okay. Now I need to calculate the combined relative frequency of the academy x, y, and w. That means x plus y plus w. I need the relative frequency of this value. So I am taking this, I am considering this value as a one value, which is a. Okay. So I can write this as x plus y plus w as a plus 60 plus 90 equals to 250. Okay. And we know that my formula for relative frequency is frequency divided by the total frequency. So frequency is what? Frequency of A. So I need the value of A, right? So my value of A would be 250 minus 60 plus 90. Correct? So this would be coming out to be 100. So my value of A is coming out to be 100. This A, what is my A here? My A is x plus y plus w. Okay? Just remember that. So I have the frequency. I have the total frequency as well. So what would be my relative frequency will be? It would be frequency divided by the total frequency, which is 100 divided by the total frequency, which is 250. If you divide this, you will be getting 0.4 as the answer. Got it? So that means my relative frequency of x plus y plus w is coming out to be 0.4. So this is basically my combined relative frequency. Got it? Did you guys understood the solution?
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
what about Rocky, Shweta, and Shweta, you got the solution? Okay, if you guys have understood
Ma'am,
the
thank
solution,
you.
okay. So if you guys have understood the solution, please give me a thumbs up. Then yeah, I'll get to know. Okay, you
And
guys are
how to calculate for separate means X and Y and W for different frequency.
but what?
If
Relative
I
frequency.
want separate frequency for
Hmm.
X
Hmm.
and Y and
Hmm.
W,
Hmm.
then how to calculate that?
How to calculate that? So according to the question, see here, if I have to calculate the different values like X, Y, so we like in that question, you would be given the relative frequency as well. You would be given this value as well. So according to that, you have to find out the value. Okay. We will be doing one question like that. Okay. Then you will understand. Is it fine?
Okay, okay.
Okay. So this question is clear to everyone. Those who were not able to solve and those who are not even typing it, typing the answer, those who are not even speaking. Have you guys all understood the question?
Yes, ma'am. Just a minute. Let me just screenshot.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Total frequency is 1. So why do we not do 60 by 250 and plus 90 by 250 equal to 1, or 1 minus 60 by 250 plus 90 by 250.
One
The
minus what?
remaining part be ma'am, relative frequency of into sum of the relative frequency of the total observation comes 1.
Huh.
So here, what should we not do? A relative frequency of x, y, and w equal to 1 minus
Hmm.
60 by 250 plus
Huh. Huh.
90 by 250.
90 by 250. So you're getting the answer?
Yeah.
Are you getting the answer?
Uh, I'm getting 0.5.
You're telling me 1 minus
60 by
1
250
minus 60 by 250 plus
plus
90
90 by
by
250.
250. You're
250.
telling me.
हेलो हाँ अबे यार एक मिनट वेट
It's coming out to be 0.4 only.
0.4 1 मिनट ठीक है ठीक
60 by 250 is coming out to be 0.24. Correct? And if you like this value is this whole bracket value is coming out to be 0.6. Just check that. And if you subtract 1 from it, it would be 0.4. Just check the solution. Maybe you have done some calculation mistake or something.
ओके मैम आई एम चेकिंग
Yeah. Okay. So what about others? Shall we proceed with the next question or shall we proceed?
Yes, ma'am. Please continue.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now the second question. Table shows the types of surgeries performed in at Sunshine Hospital. So, okay, so I think Shweta asked me, right? This question. Now, this is the question that I was talking about. Okay, so you would be given the number of surgeries, you would be given the relative frequency. Then you will be told to calculate the particular value of X or Q or P like that. Okay, so this will be the question that you are searching for. Okay, that you were asking about. Fine. Okay. Now you have been given the type of surgery, you have been given the number of surgeries and and their relative frequency. Okay. Now the question is, how many total surgeries were performed at Sunshine Hospital in 2023? You guys understood the question? you have been given the number of surgeries. Like in orthopedic, there were 180 surgeries. In neurology, there were X surgeries. Cardiology, there were Y surgeries. Gastroenterology, there were 240, and others, there were 300. So we have to calculate the total number of surgeries that were performed in that hospital. So basically, we have to calculate this total, this total. So how will you calculate that? Please calculate and let me know the answer. You got the question?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Just do the calculation and let me know if you have finished. Okay.
Uh, 1000.
Yes, it's correct. What about others? Everybody is getting the answer as 1,000.
1000.
Good, great. Okay, so how did you guys solve it? Can you tell me the process? Like the solution?
240 by T equal to 0.24. I mean, T here's total number of surgery.
Once again, sorry, what?
Uh, 240 by
Hmm.
T equal to 0.24. T here
Okay.
represents total
So
number of
here we are
surgery.
using the formula of relative frequency, right? So you have been given the
Yeah,
value of
ma'am.
relative frequency. We have the frequency, so we can calculate the value, the total value, right? So the total value is coming out to be 1,000. Good. Okay. So everybody like understood the solution?
Yes.
Okay. Now the next one, find the value of Q.
No, ma'am.
Sorry,
No, ma'am.
Shweta,
I don't get.
you didn't get
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. Those who have solved the question, please calculate the value of Q. Okay. Okay. Now, Shweta, see. Um, okay. You know the formula of relative frequency?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what is it? Can you tell me?
Frequency by total frequency.
Total frequency. Correct. Okay. Now okay. In this question, the question is asking we have to calculate this total frequency. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I have to calculate this total frequency, so my formula is coming out to be the relative frequency. Sorry, it is coming out to be the frequency divided by the relative frequency according to this equation. I just cross multiplied. This total frequency is uh, this side of like it will be multiplied with the relative frequency. Then the relative frequency will be divided by the frequency. That's it. I just switch the values. Is it fine? This equation is fine?
Yes, but why has a relative frequency Q?
Sorry, Q matlab?
So how to convert it? X I can convert, okay, 0.22. But how to convert
How
Y
can you
and Q?
convert x equals to 0.22?
No, no, no. Relative frequency I have. Okay,
Correct.
0.22.
Okay.
So uh, I can get it
Okay, देखो.
the
Hindi is fine with you?
yes, please.
Okay. देखो बेसिकली आपको क्या फाइंड आउट करना है, आपको फाइंड आउट करना है द टोटल सर्जरीज, राइट? मतलब नंबर ऑफ सर्जरीज, मतलब इनका पूरा टोटल हमें फाइंड आउट करना है, करेक्ट ना? अब इसमें क्या है, तुम्हारे पास एक्स की वैल्यू नहीं है, तुम्हारे पास वाई की वैल्यू नहीं है, सो यू कांट कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू, करेक्ट? ठीक है। अब हमें एक चीज क्या पता है, हमें ये फॉर्मूला पता है, राइट? हमें ये फॉर्मूला पता है, इस फॉर्मूला में हमारे पास रिलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी होना चाहिए, इस फॉर्मूले में हमारे पास क्या क्या होना चाहिए, या तो रिलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी हो या फ्रीक्वेंसी हो तो हम टोटल फ्रीक्वेंसी निकाल सकते हैं, या फिर हमारे पास अगर फ्रीक्वेंसी है और टोटल फ्रीक्वेंसी तब हम रिलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी निकाल सकते हैं। तो हमारे पास एक ये इक्वेशन है, करेक्ट?
हाँ।
ओके। तो अब इस क्वेश्चन में हमें क्या निकालना है, हमें टोटल फ्रीक्वेंसी निकालना है, राइट? अब टोटल फ्रीक्वेंसी अगर हमें निकालना है तो हमारे पास क्या क्या वैल्यू होनी चाहिए, हमारे पास फ्रीक्वेंसी होनी चाहिए, हमारे पास रिलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी होनी चाहिए, करेक्ट?
करेक्ट।
ओके। तो अब इसमें से देखो हमारे पास ये दो वैल्यूज कहाँ है, एक तो है हमारे पास 0.24 और एक है हमारे पास 240,
हाँ।
ठीक है?
हम्म,
तो हमारे पास ये दो वैल्यूज है। अब तुम ये भी ले सकते हो, अदर्स वाला भी ले सकते हो, इसमें भी मेरे पास रिलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी है, इसमें भी मेरे पास नंबर ऑफ सर्जरीज है, करेक्ट?
करेक्ट।
राइट? तो मतलब मेरे को तुम ये वाला वैल्यू भी ले सकते हो, ये वाला भी वैल्यू ले सकते हो, हमें क्या चाहिए, हमें खाली टोटल फ्रीक्वेंसी चाहिए। तो अगर मुझे टोटल फ्रीक्वेंसी चाहिए तो हमारा क्या हो जाएगा, फ्रीक्वेंसी मैं ले रही हूँ 0.24, सॉरी 240, 240 डिवाइडेड बाय रिलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या हुआ हमारा,
2.24।
0.24। तो जब इसको कैलकुलेट करोगे तो आएगा 1000। अब समझ आया?
हाँ, थैंक यू।
ओके। ठीक है, तो बस ये ध्यान रखना, अगर ऐसा वाला क्वेश्चन मिलता है तब तुम्हें ये ध्यान रखना है, पहला क्वेश्चन ऐसे ही अगर पूछेंगे टोटल फ्रीक्वेंसी, तब तुम ये इक्वेशन देखना हमेशा, ठीक है? गुड। ओके। सो ये क्वेश्चन क्लियर है। ओके, नाउ यू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन, फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ क्यू। अब तुम्हें क्यू की वैल्यू निकालनी है, ठीक है? द रिलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ कार्डियोलॉजी।
0.06.
सॉरी क्या, व्हाट?
The value of Q is
सी 0 point,
0.06.
okay, that's good, great. Everybody has solved the question. So can you tell me the method, how you solved it, like the steps? Anyone of
As we
you?
know the formula of relative frequency, that is frequency upon total frequency.
Hmm.
So we will, for answer we will modern मतलब हम थोड़ा सा फॉर्मूला को मोड़ देंगे.
Hmm.
So we get frequency is equal to relative frequency into total frequency.
Okay.
We know that total frequency is 1000,
Hmm.
and all the sum of the 180 plus x plus y, we know that sum. So from that sum, we will take the sum of 180 plus 240 plus 300 is equal to x plus y.
Okay.
So we'll get that x plus y is equal to 60.
Okay.
And we know that x relative frequency is 0.22. From
Hmm.
that, we will know the frequency of x, that is 220.
Okay.
So y is equal to 60.
Okay.
After that, we will calculate the relative frequency by putting y is equal to 60. So we get 0.06.
Good. Very good. What about others? You understood the steps? This is the step that you did, or anything else? Anyone else? No one? Okay. Shweta, are you able to do it?
Ma'am, the sum of all relative frequencies equals to 1. That
Sum of
method I
all
think.
relative frequencies coming out to be 1. Correct.
No, ma'am.
You're not able to solve it, or like you need time?
No, ma'am, I'm not able to solve it. Please solve it once, because last time also I was struggling with this question.
Last time? Okay. Okay, so you need to find out this value, this Q value. Okay, so basically what is this Q? Q is basically the relative frequency of this cardiology. Correct? Now, what is the formula of relative frequency? It is basically frequency upon total frequency, correct? So for that, so if you have to calculate the value of Q, okay, basically my relative frequency, you need the value of frequency and you need the value of total frequency. True? Now, you have the value of total frequency, which is coming out to be 1000, correct?
1000.
But
Yes.
you need the value of this thing is basically my Y.
Frequency.
So you need the value of Y here. Okay, now let's go to the table. So if I need the value of Y, okay, so okay, now this X value can be calculated by this. I have the relative frequency, I have the total. I can calculate the value of X here,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So my X is coming out to be 60. How will I calculate my value of X? X is basically my frequency, okay? And my frequency, how can I calculate frequency? It would be relative frequency into total frequency. Just look at this formula, this equation, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, my relative frequency of X is coming out to be 0.22 and my total frequency is coming out to be 1000. Is it fine? The step is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, this value is coming out to be 220. So, my value of X is coming out to be 220. Okay. Now, I need the value of Y here. So I have these value. I have 180, I have the value of X, I have 240 and 300, and the total value is coming out to be 1000. So if I need this value, if I sum these all up and subtract it from 1000, I can get the value of Y,
Yes, ma'am. So
correct?
180, 60, 240, and 300.
Sorry, this value is coming out to be 220. Okay. So if I sum all these value and subtract it from 1000, I will get the value of Y, which is coming out to be 60. Fine?
Yes.
Okay. Now I have the frequency. I have the total frequency. Can you calculate the value of Q?
Yes.
Right? So it is
Ye-
basically what? My Q is basically 60 divided by 1000, which is
1000.
0.06.
6.
Now you understood?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Good.
you.
Okay. Let's proceed with the next question. Should we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, select the correct statement from the following. The first statement states that two data sets with the identical frequency distribution will have identical relative frequency. Okay, we are having identical frequency distribution and we are having identical relative frequency. Now, the second thing is a relative frequency is the number of observation belonging to a category. Third, two data set with the identical relative frequency will always have an identical frequency distribution. Fourth, if all the bars in a bar chart have the same length, then the categorical variable shown in the bar chart has no variation. So these four are the statements. Now tell me which is the correct statement. Just go through the sentence once again and tell me the answer. You guys got the point? Or What's the answer? She we should just read the statement once again because the answer is not correct. Okay. Just read the statement once again and tell me the answer. You guys having doubts? Or
Ma'am, is it C and D?
no?
A and D.
Mhm. Okay, let's go through one by one. Okay. Now, the first statement states that two data sets with the identical frequency distribution will have an identical relative frequency. Okay, this statement is correct, right? Everybody is okay with this statement, right? This is the correct statement.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, second thing is a relative frequency is the number of observation belonging to a category. Okay. So, okay, is this a true statement or a false statement? Okay, what's this definition? The number of observation belonging to a category. Basically, what is this?
Number of observations is frequency.
Correct. So this is basically my definition of frequency, not the definition of relative frequency. So this statement is wrong. Okay. Now, third one. Two data sets with the identical relative frequency distribution will always have an identical frequency distribution. Is this correct? Anyone? Any comments? Are you okay
Ma'am,
with
I
this
think
statement?
this.
Sorry?
I think option C is wrong.
Option C is wrong. Why? Yeah, can you just give me the reason? Why is it wrong? Rocky, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so tell me the reason. It's fine. Like, what is the reason? Whatever the reason is, just tell me why is it wrong? Like, I'm just asking.
It can have different total number of observations. So we could have different frequency distributions.
So basically, if you just read this statement, two data set with the identity will always have. It is not necessary that you will always have an identical frequency distribution. There are questions, like there are example in which there are two data sets. Okay, one data set is having different frequency distribution, one data set is having different distribution, frequency distribution, but the relative frequency is coming out to be same. There are questions like that. Okay, so you get my point. Okay, so I can give you an example. See, basically, okay, now let's take an example. This is data one. Okay, I'm having this is my frequency, which is coming out to be 2, 5, and 3. Now, this is my relative frequency, which is coming out to be 0 0.2, 0 0.5, and 0 0.3. Okay, now I'm having a different data. Okay, now the frequency here is basically 4, 10, and 6. Now, if you calculate the relative frequency here, it is basically coming out to be 0 0.2, 0 0.5, and 0.3. So if you see here, my relative frequencies are identical for both of the data, but my frequencies are different. Correct? So it is like it is not always that my if I'm having an identical relative frequency, I will always have an identical frequency distribution, right? It can be different, it can be same. So it is not always. Okay, this because of this word only, this statement is wrong. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the D option. If all of the bars in a bar chart have the same length, then the categorical variable shown in the bar chart has no variation. So can you just tell me if I can show a variation in the categorical variable? Can I show any variation in a categorical variable? Just think about it. Can I? You guys getting my point?
Repeat it, ma'am.
I'm asking, like you are saying, like many of you are saying that this last statement is correct, right? I'm just asking, can you show variation in a categorical variable? Like, can you calculate variance or can you show any variation in a categorical variable? What is a categorical variable? It is basically name, like categorical variable are basically the nominal type, right? Can you show any variation in that?
Yes, ma'am. There is possible of variation.
How?
Ma'am, if data have same number of observation, but one is nominal and other is ordinal, then the bars are both bars are same.
Yeah, but no, that's an order. Okay. But I'm asking about the
Okay.
variation. Is there any variation in the categorical variable? Like, okay, the bars are same. That means it's uniform, like everything is same. But you are not calculating the variance. Like variation, what is basically variation? Variation is basically variance. You're calculating the variance. So can you calculate a variance for a categorical variable? Can you? You guys got the point?
Variation is there.
Variation is there.
Ma'am, can you explain this with take an example?
Example, let me just search into activity questions. Maybe you will get an example there. Mm,
Ma'am, here that means if all bars are having same length, it
hmm,
means that each category has same frequency.
correct.
Means there is no variation in
There,
distribution.
huh.
Okay, got it, ma'am. Thank you.
The thing is, like, right now I'm not getting the example right now. But the thing is, okay, so basically what is a categorical variable? Categorical variable which can't be measured, right? It is basically a nominal scale or an ordinal scale, okay? But if you're if you're making a graph or a bar chart or any chart, you can't show the variation in that. Like you can't specify the variation like that. Yeah. Okay. So if I'm telling you, if I'm like there is one data, like I'm having the nominal data. Okay. So basically my nominal data is having names. Like let's take the names here.
Yeah,
We
ma'am,
have
got it,
different
got it.
different types of names. Can you compare the variation? You can't compare, right? There is no variation here. You are just simply telling the like you are preparing the chart. That's it. So that's my point. So for a categorical variable, you can't calculate the variation there. Okay, that's why this statement is wrong. Got my point now?
Yes, ma'am, got it.
Okay. What about others?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that means my option A is the correct option. Is it fine by everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shall we proceed to the next question then? Okay. So the question is, the responses given by Suman on several tosses of a coin is given below. Okay. These are the responses, where T stands for tail and H stands for head. What can be said about the median of the responses? Anyone? The median is head.
Yes.
Mhm. Okay, so can you tell me to calculate the median, what is the most important thing? Like what is the first step for calculating the median? What is the first step?
Number of observation is order even.
Sorry, what? Number of observation?
Order even.
Odd or even. Okay, you will check that. Fine. Then
Then then if observation is odd, then we calculate maybe n by 2 plus 1, and in the case of female, n by 2.
anyone else? What is the first step? Okay, that's the formula only, but I need the first step. For calculating the median, what is the first step? The most important step.
Ordering the data.
Correct. Very good. So you have to order the data. Can you order this data? Can you?
Yes.
How? How can
Before
you order
H,
this?
matlab, heads before the tail.
But
First,
it
all
is
the
not, see,
responses.
it's not given like which is greater than which toss. It's not given that head is greater than tail. It's just that these are the responses given by Suvan. That's it. These are the results. These are the samples. So how can you order it if it is not written which is greater by which?
Count
They
and plus
cannot.
1 by 15 plus 1 by 2.
So sorry, what?
We can count and number of n plus 1 by 2.
No, I'm asking. See, if you have to calculate the median, the first step is you have to order it. You have to arrange them in ascending order. Do you know that?
No, then we can count what is the number. If it is 14 means this is
Okay. So what do you mean by median?
middle one.
Middle value, right? Median is
Middle
basically my
value.
middle value. That means we are dividing the data into two parts. My first part and the second part, correct? This value is basically dividing my data into two parts, correct? So first I have to arrange this data so that I will get the middle value, right?
Yes, so
Yes.
middle value is heads, so we can take that heads before tails.
But I'm asking, how will you order this data? Like which comes first? How can you like tell me?
They
Because in the
can't
question
order
it
it,
is,
ma'am.
sorry,
Alphabetical
They
order?
can't order it.
we
Huh?
can't order it, correct? Because we haven't given, like it is not given in the question which is greater and which is lesser, right? So we can't order it. If we can't order it, we cannot calculate the median of the responses. So that means what can be said about the median? Like there is no median. Do you get the point? The first thing and the main important thing is that, like if they are asking about median, you should first take a look if we can order it or not. You got my point? Here,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, and in the question it will be stated which is bigger. Like if, okay, if I'm having a value, like if I'm having a data like this, A, B, B, D, D, C, D, A, B, like this data. But in the question I have given my A is less than B, my B is less than C, and my C is less than D. So here I'm having an ordinal data, correct? The order is given. So I can arrange them in order, then I can calculate the median. But here I am not given any order. This is not an ordinal data. This is basically my nominal, a simple data. That's it. Okay. So always remember, if I'm having an ordinal data only, then only I can calculate the median. Got my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now, and for mod, what is the condition? If I'm having a nominal and an ordinal. For both of the cases, I can calculate the mod. But for median, only if I'm having an ordinal data, then only I can calculate the median. Is it fine? You guys will remember this?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Okay. Shall we proceed to the next question then?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is the last question. Figure Q.2 shows the pie chart representation of the sales distribution of 5 different fruits in a fruit shop. Based on this information, answer the following question. So basically, I have been given this chart. Okay. If a total of 500 fruits are sold on a given day, then find the number of mangoes sold. So this is basically what? This is my total value. That is total frequency. Now I have to calculate the number of mangoes sold. That means I have to calculate the frequency here. Okay. So can you tell me
75,
what? Sorry,
75.
75. What about others?
125.
125. Correct. Who got 75? Can you just look into your calculation? Maybe you have done some mistake. What about others? Are you guys solving it?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys get the answer? You're not getting the answer?
Ma'am, it's 125.
Yeah, it's 125. What about others?
125.
You are
125,
able
ma'am.
to solve it? The answer is coming
Yeah,
out to
ma'am.
be 120.
25 by 100 into 500.
25 by
25 by 100 into 500.
into 500. Yeah, correct. What about others? Like this question is fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's proceed with the last question. Choose the correct statement from the following. The slices of the pie chart add up to 100%. Median of the data is grapes. More of the data is guava. The pie chart is misleading because it does not obey the area principle. So these are the four options. Okay. So for the first one, you can take the values and calculate if it is coming up to the 100% or not.
It is 100%, ma'am.
And here also, I think
Yes, it is 100.
So
median
that means,
possible.
sorry, yes,
Ma'am, here also, I think median is not possible because we cannot arrange the data.
correct. So the statement is wrong. Now, what is the mode of the data?
Mode will be possible because mode can occur in ordinal as well as nominal.
Guava.
Nominal, correct. So what will be my mode here?
Ma'am, could you repeat the mode formula? I have forgotten.
The mod formula. Mod is basically the highest frequency.
Yeah, ma'am.
The highest frequency.
Okay, ma'am.
So in a pie chart, what would be my mod? Mod would be basically the slice which is bigger. Correct. So in this,
Guava.
guava. Correct. So basically, this statement is true. My mod is coming out to be guava only.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, and the fourth, the pie chart is misleading because it does not obey the area principle.
No, it is wrong.
It is wrong, right? So
Wrong.
basically, my option A and C are the correct statement. This thing is clear. This question is clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So this was the last question. So how was the question? Was it good? It was easy, average.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was easy.
It was easy, right? So these type of questions only you will get in the exam. But you have to just carefully look what it is asking and you have to carefully read the question. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you guys are not having any doubts in the activity questions and anything? Okay. And these were the questions only. So, okay then. Yeah. We can end the meet if you want.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Good night,
Okay.
ma'am.
Good night. Bye, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.